Howdy YouTube, and welcome to this episode of the Gunman Raw. So today we've got, well, I'm calling it a respray. Technically it's not, because we're not doing the roof and the still covers. But I say it's close enough to the damn respray that I'm calling it a respray. Anyway, we're up to the clear coat stage. We've got the CB1 here. I've got the C2 air cap, which is one that I actually quite like. PPG LVC 136 clear coat in the gun. I've already ran it through a viscosity cup, and it's running at about 19 to 20 seconds. Just doing a little syncing clap, synchronizing the two videos. Yeah, here we go. So with the PPG clears that I use, they've got the one hardener and they change the speed through the reducer. So for this job here, I've used mainly medium reducer, but I did actually put in a little bit of slow reducer. So 25% of the reducer is slow reducer, just because it's a respray, and I was actually starting to warm up today, so yeah. And you might have even noticed that I've got the normal pot on this gun. That was because we actually ran out of PPS pot, or the lid for the PPS pot. And it was either this or the starter Crusoe, because we do actually have some of the starter pots, but I wanted to use this gun just to sort of get the idea of how this gun is going to perform on a respray. And it probably feels a little bit slower, still a little bit slower than the starter. But it's got a nice big even sound on it, which is definitely good. So, not too long, I've got another full respray on a Mazda, one of those Mazdas that I've been doing. Got one of them coming up. And I would like to use Kizzy CB1 as shot when I do that, so. Actually looks cool with the black pot on it, this gun, I'll tell you what. Because I'm so used to using the PPS, it kind of looks really cool, if you ask me. Looks awesome. That clear is going down a bit flatter than previously. Nice and glassy. Starting to run out. This is where you've got to be careful popping up. If you get a little bit of clear inside there, you can make a mess and get a pot drip. But yeah, I ended up putting the base coat down before lunch break and then coming in after lunch break. So I've had a nice, probably 40 minutes, 45 minutes to flash off, which is obviously a good thing. I probably didn't have to worry too much about going side to side on this first coat, but I'm just thinking about my wet edge. That's why I'm back over this side. So if you ever do a respray with the panels off the car, you don't have to think about that so much, but you can see where the overspray goes here. It's starting to dry already. So on the next coat, I think I will move a little bit faster if I can. But on this job here also, I thin the base coat down more than I usually do because, as I mentioned before, I've been using the viscosity cup. And I think it's been making, it's sort of, I don't know, stepping me up to the next level, I think, you know? Making for more consistent finishes. So yeah, just a nice tidy up, this car here. Just a nice tidy up. I think it actually came in for like, there was some damage on this backside over here, and then there was a little bit of damage on the other corner of the car, and I think the boss must have just said to them, hey, you know, why don't you just give the rest of it a good tidy up? And they said, I guess they just said, yes, let's go for it. So here we are giving the thing nearly a respray. As I say, it's not a full respray, but it's the best part of a respray. We're just going to bust the roof up, bust the side sill covers up, side skirts, whatever you call them. It's looking like it's going to be a nice clean job too, because one thing that I like to do, especially on these larger jobs, is take the car out into the detailing bay and give it a high pressure wash before I mask it up. So I did that on Friday, and I think that really does help keep the dust down on the cars. And that, like, I mean, that looks clean after the bloody first coat, and it's only going to be better after the second. But anyway, I'm going to flick that cam off so I don't bore you. I'll see you when we're ready for the second coat. Rightio guys, back to it. So I ended up going out and mixing up a little bit more clear because I had a feeling that I would have ran out. I mixed up an extra 500 mils, and the original mix was 2 litres, so we're up to 2.5 litres if we used a lot of it. But yeah, I can actually see like there is some nibs in there now. I don't know. I got a feeling that needs changing, to be honest. I got a feeling it does. But it's looking nice and flat. Definitely flatter than most bends. Definitely flatter than all the factory paintwork on these Benzes anyway. smashing on a lot of clear. I ended up actually leaving a little bit of reducer out just so that I could get some more build out of that clear, because I did notice some smaller little nibs coming up, so I wanted to sort of still slow them out with this second coat. Now, you're not going to be able to stop all of them, but if we can, I've always said I'd rather like a couple of really big bits than lots of little ones. That's D-nibs I'm talking about. Gonna have to do a bit of a top up soon. Just about use the full pot just on the 3 panels there. Get up to here. I'm gonna have to jump over that other side before that starts drying too. You may have noticed I actually dropped the pressure down. It's a bit below 2 bar. Might be at something like, I don't know, 27 PSI, something like that. That's going to get more material on. Hopefully you guys can see properly up there. Best seat in the house, they say. I might even need some more clear. I'm using a lot. And I like it. Got a big chunk of something landed from the roof there maybe. How's that looking? Looking good. Back over this side. Full fluid, 27 or so PSI as I mentioned earlier, and I actually turned the fan in about half a turn. Not about half a turn, exactly half a turn. The job's actually coming up pretty damn nice. I'm quite happy with it, to be honest. Top up time. Yeah, I'm going to need more. I'm not going to have enough to do those bumpers. That's all good there. Gotta be careful with that with these old pots. I reckon that could turn into a pot drip. So for the sake of a quick piece of masking tape, I'm not risking it. I reckon I've got a little bit of clear inside that thread there. Where were we? And that's looking killer. Sorry, I've run out of words. Just watch me paint some, yeah. Still rolling, just checking. I'm glad I did leave a little bit of reducer out because it's really helping me just pound a lot of clear on and fill up some of those smaller nips. It's looking really good. There was even some like silicone spots in the top of that boot lid which have flowed out. All the little bits are gone. But as I say, I'm going to have to go out and mix up some more clear because we're just about done. So I'll give you guys a look over this job when I'm finished, but for now, yep, I'll see you soon. Have a look at that, mate. Yeah, that's the way. That's the DV1 I'm bloody talking about, mate. C2 cap, forget it, you can keep your C1 cap, man, that's me. Woo! I'll turn that off.
Rightio guys, so that's it for this C200 Benz. It is looking mint. I'm actually really happy with how it came up. Nice and glassy. I went a little bit harder than I probably usually would because it's basically a respray, as I say. So I probably put I made it a little bit flatter than I usually would because, I mean, you can, you know. No one's going to say, oh, that paint looks too good. I'm yet to see it happen. But yeah, nice and flat and glassy, as you can see there. I'm definitely going to be using this DV1 C2 on the next job, which is on that next Mazda respray. Have a look at that, nice and glassy. Yeah, boy. It's like a mirror, mate. I could shave in that. I could shave in that. So yeah, I think putting that first coat down with the extra reducer in it and then leaving some out for the second coat actually works really, really well, to be honest. So yeah, the first coat, I guess it sets up the peel, it sets up the finish, but then leaving a bit out just to get a little bit more material on for the second coat seemed to have worked really nicely and actually turned out nice and clean. It was like some small nibs in it after the first coat, and as it turned out, I used pretty much every single drop of that clear coat. So I mixed up 2 litres first, then I mixed up another 500 mils, and then I mixed up another 400 mils. So it was pretty much 3 litres of clear for this entire job for the 2 coats of clear. So 3 litres mixed, that is. That's, yeah, with hardener and reducer. Anyway, so that's the gun, DB1. It actually looks really cool with that pot on it. I haven't used a pot for quite a long time, but as I said, we were out of PPS lids. So that's the C2, as I mentioned, with the 1.3mm fluid tip on it. Anyway, if you would like to support this show, be sure to go and buy some of my merchandise. We've got the spray suits, we've got loads of other merchandise. There's a link in the description. Be sure to go and follow me on my alternate social media and video hosting sites like BitChute, Rumble, Instagram, and all of that. There is also links down below. Until next time, get out there and paint some shit. Coming out. Woo! Have a look at that. One more flyover. You know you want it.